Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bad, bad time for aluminium. If I can refer you to the Financial Times of Tuesday, primary ex-communist bloc factories are recording $1,384 per ton of 99.7 purity. Add 15% return on equity, that evens out around what? 1708, with the mid-year around 1300. They're not even breaking even, for God's sake. So what I'm saying is this. Leave aluminium to bottom out. Divert the share capital you have into our leisure development in Eindhoven. Now. Well, come on, Julie, what do you say?
Am I allowed to, Mr. Derbyshire?
Believe me, Julie, it's a choice everyone else has made.
Gary Worrell, if the examiners set a question about Canadian aluminium imports, they don't want you trying to sell them shares in a Dutch Robin Hood theme park.
No, what I'm saying is in real life, I'd have established a property business there worth $1,200,000.
Don't get cocky. Real life is very, very different from playing that business game.
Well, what's the point of playing it then?
2,000 words. Symptoms of decline in the modern property market. First day back after half term.
Vindictive bastard.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't do, teach.
Yeah, if you can't teach economics.
Gary!
Don't fidget.
Shut up.
Are you going into Chester tomorrow?
Well, I am...
Julian, can I just say, before you start chatting him up, you're wasting your time. Whereas Kim Bassinger's going to her mother's tomorrow.
So?
And so, I'm unexpectedly available.
God, Brian Thurrock, you're a right bloody slob, you are.
Well, cheers.
See you tomorrow.
Morning. Morning, Mum. Have tea, please. Can I have a lift to meet Brian? I'm going now. Got to spec out a property on the way.
FT for Mr. Poser.
Shut up and reach puberty.
I don't know why he reads it.
Tips, please.
Oh, not a bad breakfast.
Hiya, Gary.
Fidget.
Shut up. Hiya.
Hiya. Businessmen don't fidget.
I know. I wasn't like that in the business game yesterday. Anything else?
Bloody hell. I didn't realise we'd gone a la carte. What are you trying to do, turn it into a restaurant?
Well, not straight off. Just to build up a business gradual. A bit like a cheeseburger. You need a solid base. Then a kind of basic product. And then you can start expanding your range. So it just grows to this big, juicy, secure business.
Sound bloke.
Hmm.
Did you get that about cheeseburgers and economics?
What? Cheeseburgers are not economics.
Oh, aren't they? And what if he starts a cheeseburger empire worth £1 million?
What, up here? With just us coming up for breakfast?
Will it be worth £1 million before you are faffing around reading about it?
Brian, I ended up worth $1 million yesterday.
Yeah. Zoologicus, mate, in a game.
The theory is...
Different thing out there, sunshine.
Oh, and you know all about this, do you? What? The smash hit started doing a business column.
Look, he's in the real world, okay?
Oh, well, you'll shut up about real. I know it's real. And I could do the same thing out there, for real, okay?
You reckon?
I know.
Okay. Bet.
10 quid of my shares.
Talk my language.
A cheeseburger.
Sexy. One cheeseburger that you will start, no money, Monday morning, and before we go back to school in 7 days, you will be a businessman worth £1 million.
7 days.
7 days.
One cheeseburger.
One cheeseburger.
I might need an assistant.
With fries.
With fries.
They're money. You had to give your bank details.
Not money, Brian, credit. These will all be back in the shop next Monday. Okay, you know what you're doing. You got the pager number? Fine. Keep paging me every 5 minutes.
Credit.
Our last account was with Burridge and McClintock. Burridge and McClintock.
Yes, good morning.
Right.
Can I help you?
Right, yes, I'd like to look at some samples.
Parties?
Business.
What's the company name?
The company. October. House. The October House. Partnership. And these are embossed, are they? Psychologically, it's,
More expensive.
Money isn't a problem. Our last contract was handled by Burridge and McClintock. Very unsatisfactory. Would you believe they charged us for mock-ups?
I know we normally charge for mock-ups. It's only 10 sample business cards.
Yes! And is it for the company you want this new car, Mr. Christopher Worrell? Is it a fleet?
Possibly. I was just browsing, really.
Yes, of course. Of course, it's difficult to tell much here about this new TTL suspension. I don't suppose you'd like a test drive?
Sorry, busy morning, got a string of meetings.
Oh, it wouldn't take long. Bob through town.
Let me talk to the office. Could I use your phone?
Certainly.
Hello?
Hello, Pauline, love. Listen, could you push back that meeting you just paged to 12:30?
He's not seriously going to give you a test drive, is he?
That would be my current assessment of the situation.
Right, I'll take her out of here and then you can see how she feels through town.
I'm sorry?
Well, through town. See how she...
I don't drive, Mr. Hackett.
As your driver will appreciate, the TTL suspension is tremendously responsive.
Oh, God. Keith, I have to drop something off with the courier. Oh, God. Sorry about this, Keith. Can we stop? I just have to pop into my bank for a moment.
Okay. Tell him normally need an appointment, but someone's cancelled it.
Mr. Christopher Worrell, in here, please.
Ah, hello. Eric Blears. Mr...
Gary Christopher Worrell.
Now,
Could I just ask, could you tell my driver I'll be a few minutes?
driver.
Director's fleet. We all have them. Strange. I haven't used the car much being in Europe. You get used to planes being your taxis.
Do you? Right.
You do, Eric. Anyway, I will be brief because I'm actually on my way to the airport. The OHP are looking to expand into this area, and by policy we tend to establish links with local banks.
Oh, sure. Well, you know what they say. Friendly face.
Right.
Could I just ask what the company...
Does? Well, it's the October House Partnership. I mean, the basic structure is what it's always been, but times being what they are in development, we've slightly re-geared. I presume you read that FT article on us McLachans and Villefranche.
Oh, right, yes.
Well, we're moving away from pure industrial commercial down to residential. C2, C3 on this kind of scale.
Sure.
I mean, just as an example, purely theoretically, if we were to locate our accounts with you, presumably there would be no trouble raising money on this kind of property.
Sorry?
39,500.
Sorry, what? Alone?
Actually, I have to say, before we move on, I did promise our head of finance in London that I'd get any prospective bankers here to give them a quick call. I'm not, testing you, Eric. It's just, he always insists on it. He just bleeped the number in. In fact, he's in Chester today at a conference.
Hello, Colin Hazlitt speaking.
Steady.
You see, the partnership has an annual turnover of around £3 to £3.5 million.
Right. Well, sure. I mean, I can't see why a loan of this size should pose any problem for a company in your financial, position. Shall we say a rate of 8.5%?
Fine, thanks very much.
Although 7.5% could be negotiated.
Oh, no, premature at this stage, Eric. We're just approaching a few local banks, testing the water.
Oh.
But, seriously, thanks for your time. Oh, God, sorry about this, Keith. Everything's going berserk. I'm having a bit of trouble with the leaseholder. If it looks like going on, I'll give you a wave. Go back to the garage and I'll buzz you later. If I said we needed, say, 10, that'd be a problem.
Well?
My driver, Keith, loves the TTL suspension, but I'd like something, I don't know, more powerful.
Well, I think you'll find that's no problem with the Series 3.
I'm sure. Hold on a moment. Right. I'm just testing the water, really, to see if we can use this property of ours, which we're redeveloping, as collateral to arrange a mortgage on this property. I was looking for something a little more roomy.
Roomy? Got 2 servants' cottages and 30 acres. I mean, the corridors go on for miles. Still Japanese in there, don't know the war's over.
And this is the most expensive property you have on your books at the moment.
How about this one? History and Home. This is the last day of viewing. Auctions tomorrow.
You all right there, Mr. Jerams?
Oh, piss off, you bugger.
Don't say bugger, Mr. Jerams. It's not a nice word.
You can see the potential for office development. Of course, for the last 20 years, it's been a council-run pensioners' home. So there's a toilet about every 5 yards.
And John.
Don, Kevin.
All right, John. Afternoon.
Don, this is Gary Christopher Worrell, the October House Partnership.
Oh, right.
Don Basker, Kevin Hogg, Basker Hogg Building Contractors. Up here touting for business, lads?
Just interested to see who's interested.
A lot of interest for the auction.
What can I say? There's some foreign movement. We're expecting around the million mark.
Million? Interesting.
Miss Parkson? Excuse me. So, you likely to be bidding then, Mr. Christopher Worrell?
You smoke? No, thanks. Well, I'll have to have a wander around, Don. See what it's worth, eh?
Right, well, would you like me to...
No, actually, I always find it very difficult to get a real feel for a property unless I'm on my own.
Yes, well, yes. Me too.
But, seriously, John, thanks for bringing me out.
And they're not here, are they? They've been moved to the new place, urgently. Oh. You wait till you get to this new place, Maggie. There's 3 taps at every sink. 1 hot, 1 cold, 1 fruit pastels. You just stand there with a bucket.
Is she all right?
Oh, yeah. Just have to calm her down a bit. You all right, Maggie? This gentleman, what's your name?
Gary Christopher Worrell.
Ooh, how about that, eh? Double-barreled. I bet none of them would have done anything. You okay? Chilly?
No, well, I'm not like them.
Suit's the same.
Underneath, it's all different.
Well, for God's sake, don't take it off and show us, or Maggie will think the wrestling started. We like that, don't we, Maggie? Kendo Nagasaki. 1, 2, Kendo Nagasaki. Here you go, sweetheart.
So, everyone's going to a new place then?
Mm-hmm. Maggie's off to Chestnut Lodge Council Home, aren't you, sweetheart? And Muggins here is down the job centre.
I thought they were crying out for nurses.
Nurses, yes. Care assistants, whew, a bit further down the league.
Did they not get other jobs then?
Can do. Office usually, temping, PA work. There's nothing going at your place, is there? Oh, I can do it all. Typing, phoning, getting drunk at the Christmas party and faxing the yellow pages to India. I know all the tricks. There's not then, I take it.
Well...
Never mind. Bit of a long shot.
Come on, Lisa!
Say goodbye to Mr. Double-Barreled then, Maggie.
Christopher Worrell.
Fruit pasty. Close enough.
Brian, she was like Helen of Troy.
Well, that's good, coming from the bloke that can't chat up Julia Runcorn. You want to concentrate on the bet, mate, or that cheeseburger will be winging
I've done that.
You what?
Bet sussed.
How?
10:30 tomorrow morning, we go to the Cestrian auction. The October House Partnership gets in a bid when it goes over the million. For about 5 seconds tomorrow, I'll be worth $1 million.
Hold on. That doesn't qualify.
Hello, madam. My name is Priya. Could I ask you, do you have double glazing on your property at all? Gentlemen, my name is Priya. Have you considered having your existing windows replaced?
Why, sweetheart? Do you reckon you've got something that might fit me?
You filthy bugger.
Excuse me, can I ask you about Hewitt replacement windows? Yes, don't buy them, they're crap. And selling them is a crap job.
Well, as Confucius said, job selling crap windows better than no job.
God.
Don't worry.
Come on, we deserve a bloody drink. Give us a hand.
Worth is theoretical.
Money isn't.
What's it say on tenors, Bry?
I don't see him that often.
I promise to pay the bearer. It's all trust stacked on trust. It's not there. It doesn't actually, exist.
Gary Christopher Worrell. What's that, Gary Christopher Worrell?
An impressive name, which as someone called Brian you should appreciate. You try to look more like a business partner and less like a tramp who's had a bit of luck in an old wardrobe. Just stand in the corner with some twiglets.
Hello. Basker and Hogg. What's this, lads? Have you written a novel?
Thank you so much.
Building on a history of success. Work of fiction, is it?
It's a prospectus of projects, and I must say I prefer depressed estate agents.
Ah, well, you see, another rustle in the leaves. Kingsmead Country Manor, 390.
Sold?
Significant interest.
Who was it?
Young bloke. Bloody gorgeous jag. He gave me a card. Hold on. That's him. That's him.
That's all. Keep handing out them brochures.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to come through.
What if it doesn't go to $1 million?
It will. Have a twiglet.
Say, I'm in construction.
In outside.
Oh, well, if you're in construction, could I give you a brochure? Yeah. Yeah, by all means.
See? German.
Mr. Christopher Worrell, nice to see you again. I don't believe you've had,
Thanks, Don.
Don?
If there's Germans here, somebody wants it pretty badly.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't?
Oh, shut up and have another twiglet.
Okay. Are we all in? Welcome on behalf of Farquharson County Estates. Now, you all undoubtedly know that what I'm offering you this morning is a Cestrian residential home for the elderly Chester. This property is of 1860s construction, fully operational hospital for some 55 years, whereafter it became a council-run nursing home. Very briefly, the property details are as on the sheet. 3 floors, partitioned as per the plans in front of you. This property is vacant upon completion, with a completion date set for June the 30th.
Now, we are very much here to sell this morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to start the bidding at an even 600. 600,000. How are we? £600,000? Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to sell this morning. Make no mistake about that. Here to sell. 600,000. Get us rolling. Okay, 575. Spectacularly positioned property. Okay, I'll go to 5 to start us off. 500.
He's going the wrong way. In 20 minutes, he'll be down to loose change.
Shut up.
500.
What are you going to do?
Sir, 500 I am bid. £500,000. That's more like it. Have I 6?
Come on, bid. Come on.
Oh, my God.
We can't see it go for 500,000.
Too bloody right we can't.
600 on my right. 600,000 in the front.
Big fish play a waiting game.
700,000. Still very reasonable. Prime development site. 700,000 I have back right. Have I no more at the front?
Come on, you daft bastard. Bid.
50s, if that'll help. I'll take 50,000 bids.
Oh, for God's sake.
750,000 back left. Back left, 750. 800, that's the way. We are here to sell this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about that. Can we take it higher? 850. 9.
Chase me now, watch.
950. 950 back left. I can drop to 40s, 40,000 bids. 990, it is with you, sir.
Okay, Brian. Thunderbirds, I'll go. Are you ready?
990,000 pounds I am bid.
Here it comes.
103, 1,030,000 pounds, back left.
Have you got this? Have you got this moment? I am now worth
1,030,000 pounds. I can drop to 30s. Do I hear 106, back right? The bid is with the back left of the room. Can I hear 106, back right? No more from you, sir? Going once, then, at 1.03 million pounds.
Dear Jesus God.
Going a second time.
Dear Jesus God.
Well done.
Well done, old son, well done.
Well done.
Congratulations, Mr. Christopher Worrell. Do take a seat. Drinks? Angela, will you order some drinks? Well, you've done it.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's get the red tape seal so you can crack the champagne. I'll attend to the paperwork. Meantime, I'll need a deposit from you. Your cheque for £103,000.
Fine.
Pen? Angela, you'll find the document sales in the red folder, I think.
That'll be my solicitor. I asked for it to be put through. Hello, is this my call from Deb Dyke Solicitors?
No, it's reception. Do you want the drinks down here in the Victoria room, Mr. Farquharson? Not.
Pardon?
Your drinks are ready.
Oh, that's terrible news.
But you ordered them, sir. 1 gin and tonic, 2 bottles of champagne.
Look, I'm expecting him here to witness signatures. I can't proceed. What's so important that...
Your drinks order.
Oh. No, I'm so sorry.
1 gin and tonic, 2 bottles of...
I see. What ward is she in? Hold on. I'll tell my driver to fetch him. I'll be right back. Mister...
I'm telling you, he wants the drinks in hospital. Bloody lunatic.
Hurry up. Our solicitor's wife just run into a skip in Tesco's car park.
What?
Christ. Mr. Christopher Worrell!
Excuse me?
Don't turn around.
What? Oi! What's going to happen in there?
Well, they'll just have to remount the auction, won't they? But that's no problem. But it is for you, mate. Because you owe me one cheeseburger. Because I did it. Act nonchalant.
Mr. Christopher Worrell!
Shit! Run! Run! Stay up! Meet back at the bell tower.
Mr. Christopher Worrell!
Don! Kevin!
We'd just like to congratulations the thespian.
Oh, yes. Well, lifetime's ambition. Anyway, I do have a train to,
Yes, sir. No one really thought it had even reached the reserve.
We'd like to reintroduce ourselves to the October House Partnership, and we were wondering if tonight you weren't busy, you and your partner would...
They're taking you out. Gresham's restaurant. What? 3 quid for a carrot. Yep. It's called corporate entertaining. What? Even if you haven't got a corporate to entertain? The best bit is they're going to corporately entertain 2 of us. I can't. I've eaten too many twiglets. Not you. I suddenly thought, I can ask her, that nurse. What? Helen and Troy? Yeah. Gary, you fidget with Julie Hodgkiss. For a beautiful nurse, you'll be like a man in spasm. Right. Businessmen don't fidget.
God. You're not seriously going to go out with a city boy in that, are you?
I've told you, he's not like that. He's different. Oh, tell it to wait a minute. Can I borrow your posh frock?
25 grand in the red, and we're are in bloody limos.
Would you come this way, gentlemen?
Vasca and hog table for 4, please.
Yes, sir.
I mean, why couldn't he send his own car to pick this woman up?
No. I know what's going on here, Kevin. He's testing us.
Oh, I see.
All right, here you go. Flowers! I should have flowers for her bride. Get some flowers.
Oh, cheers. What, do I get an expense account?
She's here. Christ, they actually did it. Flowers, bye-bye. Lisa, I thought it might be too short notice.
Well, there were so many limos parked outside the house tonight. You're just lucky it's yours I got into.
A theme park, really? So, well, where exactly in Europe is it?
Do you know Holland?
No.
Well...
Oh, I love Holland. I went interrailing there last year. Worked my way around Eindhoven and Tilburg and Utrecht.
Right.
So, where is it?
Belgium.
Oh.
Joint capital venture on reclaimed land with a 12% initiative subsidy.
But that's not what you're planning for the Cestrian, obviously.
Oh, no. No, that's going to be a hospital.
You're into hospital development?
Mm-hmm.
Private?
What area?
Well, old age healthcare, actually.
So you're developing the Cestrian as a private nursing home?
That's right.
Hey! off my bloody roses!
This is no hard sell here. I mean, I don't do that kind of thing. But I thought I'd bring along a portfolio of past work. You see, now, going back to 1984.
Cigarette? Good line to be in these private hospitals now.
Yes, that's it.
Dosh-wise. Alarm bell, warden, you'll have them.
Really?
Oh, aye. You can really clean up an old people's home.
I see. And have you personally cleaned up a lot in old people's homes?
The thing is, Don, we're not in it for the money.
You what?
No, when we have sufficient pre-tax profit, we like to invest on a cost-only basis in areas we believe to be of public benefit. Old age is something we as a young company really care about.
Right. Yeah. Now, having seen all of this, though...
Mr. Christopher Warren? A courier delivered these.
Oh, don't. Sorry. I'm allergic to roses. Well, that was
That was nice of him.
Right now.
Hey, then.
If you're allergic, why do you live in a cottage covered with roses?
It's cheap. I'd rather pay less rent and sneeze. Well, I can't offer you any 10-year-old port, but there's some quite good 2-week-old coffee.
Right.
Ta-da!
Excuse me, sir. Not wishing to be impolite, but is this a newspaper job, or shall I go and buy a paperback from the station?
I'm not giving you from someone at home, am I?
Oh, no.
Are you sure?
Julie and I, we finished a while back.
It's just you seem a bit twitchy. Are you?
Hand on heart. You're not keeping me.
That wasn't your heart. That was hand on a softgoods, actually. Your heart's there.
Don't suppose I'd make a care assistant then?
Oh, I don't know. All that counts on the floor is a steady hand so you don't spill the medicine. How are you on that? All over the carpet. It's got to be rock steady. Like that. About time we got to the point.
What point is that?
Come on. We're both grown-ups. We know what's going on. Look, if you want me, I'm very good. I've got a load of experience and I'm dying to give it a go.
What?
There is a job with the October House Partnership, isn't there?
So you've given her a job. Well, good. Well, excellent.
Ryan, I know this is going to sound crap, but last night, she showed me where my heart is.
You're right. It does sound crap.
Ryan?
Tell me if I'm wrong, but to make someone a PA, don't you need a C-O-M-P-A-N-Y?
I couldn't tell her the truth, Bri. I could never see her again. It's actually quite central. Did you know that? Illuminate lighting?
Look, they're only taking you out so you buy illuminate light system.
Well, that's their lookout, isn't it? As far as I'm concerned, it's a chance for me to take Lisa out again.
This is Basker and Haug Contractors.
Scheiße!
Please speak after the tone.
Yes, it's George Schneider here at the Queen Hotel. I seem to remember from the auction yesterday that you were acquainted with a gentleman who bought the Thestrian.
She wasn't part of the bet.
Bet's over, mate. We're out of the valley of the cheeseburgers now.
I know. And we're heading up Shit Creek.
No, it's looking increasingly like we'll have to remount. Yeah.
Queen Hotel.
Mr. Schneider.
Yes, I'm trying to find a phone number for the gentleman who bought the Thestrian.
I'm so sorry we're not really in a position to give out that information.
It's against company policy. So sorry.
God, if I could just get my hands on that little sod.
We're not up Shit Creek, Brian. Look, the auctioneers will be organising a remount. My mum thinks I'm here revising. No one's got her address. I told you. I'm like money. I don't exist. Quite user-friendly, this ICO. I've got one in my bedroom.
Oh, Brill! Bedroom? Really? What, linked up to the office?
Yes, a modem bedroom office.
What is it, Jason?
It's okay, Dad. This man did it. He's brilliant.
Not really. I've just got one of the...
Dad.
Get in the car.
Dad.
Jason, get in the car.
Lisa, can you actually go and talk figures?
Sure.
Mr. Christopher Worrell.
Mr. Ferguson.
What the hell is going on?
In what sense?
In the running away sense, Mr. Christopher Worrell. In the disappearing from the auction sense.
Oh, yes, that sense, yes.
You do realize you are legally bound, Mr. Christopher Worrell.
Pardon?
You do realize you are legally in breach of the contract formed on the fall of that hammer.
Yes.
Sorry, 895 those terminals. Sorry.
Mr. Ferguson, I owe you an explanation. The call that came from my solicitors was about my client. You see, our post-recession strategy, Mr. Ferguson, is to evaluate a potential need and approach potential clients with a ready assembled redevelopment package. And it works, except when the auction price unexpectedly rockets. Clients panic. I panic. Okay, I admit I do. I'm a young man. But calmly, we recontact all our contractors and bring down their quotes.
Well, all right, Mr. Christopher Worrell. Can I call my client to confirm the sale? Or do we sue your company for breach and get our solicitors involved? You tell me.
Mr. Ferguson, I will have renegotiated a deal with my client to have money on the table by Monday.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Think.
I thought you didn't exist.
Well, apparently I'm starting to, aren't I?
Okay, plan 2. Burst into tears and apologise.
I can't do that either, can I? I can't just drop all this.
You can, why not?
Because, look, Lisa thinks...
Look, sod what Lisa thinks, mate. You want to get nicked?
No.
Well, what's more important?
Hold on.
They'll sue you and go to jail. It's Borstal. Do you know what happens with snooker balls and socks at Borstal?
Yes! Oh, thank you, God. McLachen's beat Villefranche to Italian care development contract.
Eh?
Care development. They both build nursing homes.
So?
So there's a chance we could sell one of them to Sestrian. You got a French phone book?
Yeah, but only the N to Z. What do you think?
Right, we'll try the other one. Back to the office.
What office?
Your house, sorry. You're gonna phone McLachen's.
On your bloody bike, I am. Well, this isn't a bloody business game now, you know. You just can't phone up big London firms and say, do you want to buy me hospital?
The theory is the same. Look at those fat builders in the restaurant. People only take you out for meals when they're hungry. And everyone's hungry. Okay, McLachen's beat this French lot, Villefranche, to a development on the continent. In their own backyard. So there's a bit of need, a bit of rivalry, suddenly. You phone up. Hello, McLachen's, Brian Thurrock from the Financial Times.
From where?
It's okay. If you knew anything about business, it's a classic business strategy. The false stimulation of interest.
And if you knew anything about business, you wouldn't dump your old partners and treat them like delivery boys and secretaries.
You're turning into a right little Jiminy Cricket, you are.
I know, and it's not my role in life.
Well, if you're not enough of a mate to help me now, I don't know why you're following me around. In fact, having you around is like the last thing I need. So why don't you just piss off?
Okay. Okay, well, if you ever come back to Earth, matey, do get in touch. I'll probably be here, you know. Usual place. Up the hill.
Is it a cooker?
It is a cooker, yes, well.
Hello, yes. Is that Denise McLachen's secretary?
Can I help you?
Oh, good. Brian Thurrock, Financial Times. Yes. I'd like her reaction to a tip-off that Villefranche are approaching the October House Partnership about a property in northwest England.
Yeah?
I'm working at Brian's again today.
Okay, love.
And I might end up having to stay overnight.
Okay, sweetheart. See that? I hope you spend half term working this hard when you're 16. Oh.
Oh, yes, we know him. We're talking to him about developing a whole string of properties. His number?
Oh, Mr. Schneider, there was a call for you while you were in breakfast. A Sir Brian Thurrock?
Yes, he left a number.
It was slightly garbled. Returned your message. Please stop paging Mr. Christ.
Christopher Warren.
In London to sell some building to McLachen's developers.
He's, flying?
He didn't say. Do you want me to... What is happening to this place?
Tired of all this corporate entertaining. companies flying you off to Rome, showing you things?
It gets tedious.
It's all a bit like peacocks, really.
Peacocks?
All the process of display. Oh, I bought some basic stationery, by the way, since we didn't get a chance to go to the office. I kept the receipts with petty cash.
Right.
Oh, crikey. Sorry. Also, I did a bit of work last night. You know, in the computer shop, you were talking about renegotiating quotes. Well, from experience, I think there may be a way to reduce the number of terminals we need.
Lisa, you didn't have to do all this.
Come on, it's my job, isn't it?
Gary Christopher Worrell.
Hello. Denise McLachlan, McLachlan Care Development.
October House Partnership. Lisa Armstrong, my PA.
Did you have a good flight?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, good. Our flight into Da Vinci connects in about 50 minutes, but we've time for a drink. We're so pleased you could take the time and let us fly you out. Hate you to rush into anything with Villefranche.
Absolutely.
Obviously, as I said on the phone, if there is property with redevelopment potential in the north of England, we'd be...
Interested?
Oh, I think interested is an understatement.
That's incredible. Oh, just a little for me, thank you.
The central concourse is the key to the whole McLachlan Care concept, you see. It's a mini village-style arena which allows for continual recoupment of outlay by subletting the units. And, of course, apart from the financial benefits of sublet contracts, the format does promote client independence.
You may have to lower the light switches. Pardon? For people in wheelchairs to be independent.
Oh, I can see you've done your research here. Absolutely.
So, anyway, that's what you've established in Italy?
In Velletri.
And that's what you're interested in Cestrian for, yes?
Well, you tell me, Mr. Christopher Worrell. Is it the kind of thing you could see working?
Well, I have to say, in many ways, the Cestrian really is an ideal building for you, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It really is. I mean, just looking at the details here, the scale and the layout, it's exactly what we looked for in a building when we used to acquire property ourselves.
Yes, I know. It's absolutely... Used to?
Absolutely ideal. It is, exactly. I mean, this layout...
But you don't buy property anymore?
Buy? Oh, Lord, no. Obviously, we couldn't buy it. Buy it. We used to acquire property, but our post-recession strategy is purely to approach owners like yourself, to import our specialist concept. It would be a McLachlan October House Care Village in the Cestrian.
Sounds ideal, doesn't it? Maybe we don't even need to show you the Italian development now.
No, very possibly not. Would you all excuse me for a moment?
So
Mr. Christopher Worrell. I'm sorry about this. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be cornering you this way. But I'm operating under higher orders, I'm afraid.
God.
Ted Liston, I run London for the Harrison Kilray Corporation. The International Property Development Group, yes?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Christopher Worrell, I'll be brief. Mr. Kilray is very eager that your company doesn't rush into anything with your property without being made aware of the full opportunities of sale.
Right. Which particular ones?
Well, as I'm instructed, the opportunity to negotiate an immediate acquisition.
Would all remaining passengers travelling on the 1310 flight to Rome please go now to gate 16?
Gate 16 is actually boarding.
he may be on the phone. Shall I? I'll just hurry him along. Meet you downstairs.
The thing is, Ted, well, Lisa and I are actually on our way to view a development in Rome.
As quick as you like, we'll come to you. Where are your offices?
No, it's okay. We'll come to you.
Seriously?
Lisa,
There you are.
slight change of plan. Said Lisa Armstrong might be here.
Where the bloody hell are they?
This champagne is much better than the airport. You sure you don't want any?
No, I always find alcohol affects your ability to make rational judgments.
I know, it can. You have to be really careful.
More champagne, Miss Armstrong.
Oh, yes, please.
I'm Ed Bloom, Harrison Kilrea's assistant. Scheduled your meeting for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, but Mr. Kilrea wondered whether you'd accept his invitation for tonight. Welcome to New York. Ted did tell you we would have come to your offices, right?
No, really, that's no problem.
Well, it's just that we're opening our new office, and it's kind of crazy this evening. Especially as Mr. Kilrea's just been named Businessman of the Year.
Oh, yes.
As you can see, we have opted for predominantly glass in the construction of this office. I hope that reflects a certain openness in working for HKC. I'd like to think that having glass offices keep everyone in touch. Doesn't stop people from plotting against you, of course, but at least you can wave to them as they're doing it. We have a great team here, a great family.
Hi.
That's helped us through these difficult times. And so, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me even greater pleasure to declare the new Harrison Kilrea Corporation Tower officially open.
So, this is the office, then? We used to be in a place half this size. 1 second, I'll bring him over.
Thank you.
Kilrea, this
Mr.
is...
Christopher Worrell. Miss
Armstrong.
Welcome to New York City. I'm very flattered you came over. Such short notice. This is Mr. Christopher Worrell.
Call coming in from England, Sir Surgeon.
I'll take that in the car. Mr. Christopher Worrell's from the October House Partnership. We hear great things of you in Europe. You really got them buzzing over there.
Well...
New company, it's very exciting.
Expanding into new areas is always exciting.
I always say that business is like a child's game. The moment it's no longer exciting, it's the moment to stop.
Mr. Kilrea, could I just get a shot? Business week guys are set up for the photograph?
All righty. Listen, I must be off. I look forward to tomorrow. I really do. And I hope the suite is wonderful.
Sure.
And that's a great guy. You look good.
Sorry about the pace around here. Mr. Kilrea tends to live life in top gear.
Hasn't he just?
He likes that in other people, too. Just make sure you've done your homework before you meet him.
I've done my homework.
Good. Car will pick you up at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Hello.
I am in New York. I'm actually in the city that doesn't sleep. This morning, I was in Chester, the city that goes to bed with a cup of cocoa at 10:30.
Yeah, well, the first time is always.
Tomorrow we get the Kilrea Corporation involved in our project with the Sestrin.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Okay. Here we go. Follow Lewis. And here we are. The Kilray Hospitality Suite.
Oh, my God.
To your left, the bedroom and bathroom with sauna and jacuzzi, phone with fax, complimentary cell phone. And the dining room. If you'll follow me. The central kitchen. Front a lounge with champagne and canapes. All compliments of the corporation. Market report. Want to follow me?
Joe Kernan has been sitting here quietly waiting to tell us about today's winners and losers on Wall Street.
Second bathroom.
One Dow component.
And may I, Lewis, your bellboy, wish you a very pleasant bedroom. To the left. And may I, Lewis, your bellboy, just the one. Mr. Gary Christopher Worrall and partner. Were you expecting anyone else? No. Thanks. Okay. And may I, Lewis, your bellboy, wish you a very, very early death, you asshole. Didn't he ever have a summer job?
Look. Thanks.
Market capitalization today for that transaction itself.
Mr. Christopher Worrall, did you know? This is seriously better than the plane. Look. Did you know if I dropped this prawn now out of the window, it could kill someone?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Trained to fight, is he? Lisa, the thing about the cestrian...
No. It's because something very little up high can have a massive effect a long way. Change people's lives. This room is New York, okay? And down there is Chester. And this prawn is the money you're getting to redevelop the cestrian. It's the $1 million prawn. And now, I'm worth $1 million.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. This isn't a bathroom, this is a theme park.
Could we just...
And I have to say, I just really, it's probably unprofessional to tell your boss, but I just think this is fantastic.
What?
Flying halfway around the world to get people involved in a cost-only basis in projects you believe to be of social benefit.
That, right.
No one else would do that. Those builders wouldn't. Denise Hugiet McLaughlin wouldn't. All after money, money, money.
Okay, well, I'll just talk later.
Hello, can I call Chester, England, please?
Good evening, sir. I've just come to turn down the band.
Oh, have you?
Priya, no, not York, New York.
Okay, there we are, sir. That's ready for you. I hope you have a good night.
Thanks. Oh,
In one day, we've been to Manchester, London, and New York. That means, within a month, we'll have worked our way entirely around the bottom of Laura Ashley's window. No, he's
the money. Something else this
Okay. New strategy. Aim. Stimulate Kilray Corporation into investing in a Cestrian healthcare project. Okay, Mr. Kilray. I know you have an interest in acquiring the Cestrian, but we are a caring company. We have a commitment to old age healthcare. And obviously, obviously we couldn't sell it. No, but what I can do is offer you a controlling stake in the major redevelopment package we're assembling.
Are we working?
Pardon? No, I was just revising. Preparing strategy. Sorry.
And I'm drinking champagne in the jacuzzi. God, what a PA. Sorry.
No, actually it's fine, Lisa. I've finished.
No, you haven't. Sit down. Go on.
Well, it's, okay, just note, the Cestrian package already includes Basker and Hogg builders, luminant lighting systems, office, well, Lisa.
Yes?
And finally, McLachlan Care Development. Care.
Sorry. I'm not really used to this. Aren't you ready for bed yet?
In what sense?
I bet Mr. Kilray's PA would be booted out if she drank 2 bottles of champagne and fell asleep during dictation. Then again, if you were Mr. Kilray, I probably wouldn't want to be your PA. So, where am I sleeping?
Right, well, that's a very interesting question because there's actually a slight confusion on the sleeping front. Well, there's a sofa, so it's okay, but it was about partner and being a kind of partner rather than a Brian Thurrock kind of partner. So it doesn't matter anyway because I can sleep on the settee and you can sleep... You... There. You just sleep. That's fine.
Here, Mr. Christopher Warren. This way. Your green lamp, 25. Red lamp, $50. Mr. Kilray.
Mr. Christopher Worrell. Good to see you. Good morning. Hello. Our lawyers, Parker, Hurwitz, Dougal. Sit down, please. I believe we have a building to discuss.
Well, I believe I have a building you want to discuss.
Touche, very good. That's good. Listen, I take my hat off to you, sir. You pulled off a bit of a coup. Business is a trap, isn't it? You back your guy against the wall. The only thing you can do is buy what you got. So what have you got?
Well, earlier this week, we acquired the Cestrian home in Chester, northwest England. Now, as you know, the potential for a building of that size in that area is tremendous. Now, I know you've an interest in acquiring the Cestrian. Hey, who wouldn't? But we're a caring company. We have a deep commitment to old age healthcare, so obviously, we couldn't sell it. But, there's an even greater potential. You see, a relatively small investment of £1,030,000, pounds sterling, would allow you a controlling stake in a major redevelopment package we're assembling on a cost-only basis for the Cestrian. Well, that,
Marvelous building, isn't it? Huge potential, don't you think, Mr. Christopher Wall? Very in vogue at the moment, those out-of-town corporate headquarters.
Yes, well, yes.
That's exactly what we thought.
Good.
In fact, that's exactly what we told this man, Mr. Toshida Kimura, chairman of Soshimu Electronics Osaka. Oh, we projected the instability would throw Eastern Europe out of the vogue, make Western post-recession prices very attractive. So, you know, we sent him photographs like this and this. And he fell in love. And we said we'd redevelop it for him. 3rd of April, in Tokyo, we signed. Only slight technicality was that we didn't, at this time, own the building, because it hadn't been auctioned. But my heavens, we'd done this thing before, you know. Done our homework. No interest, market on its knees. Our site analyst predicted a 550 top end. So we slapped a limit of 1 million sterling, just to be sure. You see, that's how we do business, Mr. Christopher Wall. Get buyers before we buy. Much safer. Less blood on the carpet. And it works. Unless people suddenly outbid you. Then you panic. The whole credibility, you see, of your company in midair. Racing around trying to buy the building back. Flying people across the world, putting them in hotels. Then, strange thing. On the way home from your opening ceremony, you get a phone call saying that the building was never sold.
Yes. You see, your company practice is very much like ours. We...
Oh, your company. Listen, there's someone I would like you to meet. Mr. George Schneider, this is Mr... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Of course you met at the auction. Our site analyst. George, what's the deal?
At 3:35 yesterday, UK time, I received a call from Farquharson County Estates telling me that we shouldn't abandon our bid for the Cestrian, as the auction might be remounted. I then checked, and it appears the October House Partnership is a phantom company.
Oh, dear.
There is no record of them on the company's register. They have no audited accounts, no registered bankers. The address on their free radio pager form cited their registered office as being a terraced house. And That person is credited with being the partner. Sir Brian Thurrock.
Bum, ba-bum, bum. Now, you see, this, to me, is slightly problematic because it means that you were trying to screw my company. I mean, I've had other little companies try to screw me, Mr. Christopher Worrell. I mean, once the legals get onto them, there's nothing much left. Things get a little bloody, though. But the problem is that usually I can work out the sting. But in this case, I can't work out what you're sitting there in your little wool suit trying to do. So please, just as a kind of a, last rite, Mr. Christopher Worrell of England, do please tell me, why are you doing this?
Gentlemen, to answer that question in the way it deserves, I should have to consult my lawyer. In Chester. Good morning.
Security, 55th floor. 2 people.
Just you, hold on.
Just run, all right?
I'm not running.
Lisa!
What's happening?
I'll tell you what, let's stop for a cup of tea and talk about it.
Yes! Let's stop and talk about it!
It's okay. Viruses always lead to the garden.
What?
Well, they did in
Get
Chester.
off!
Shit! Lisa! Lisa!
You bastard! You dirty lying stupid! You lying bastard! The con, wasn't it? After all that, the whole thing was a dirty con so that you could make yourself $1 million.
It wasn't the money! Honestly, it had nothing to do
Don't you dare use the word honestly!
Oh, Jesus, it had nothing to do with the money!
Well, what was it then?
You wouldn't believe me, Lisa!
No, because it's lies! Because it was about the money and you're exactly the same as them!
It was a bet! For a cheeseburger! Which I couldn't stop, and I had to carry on because I couldn't bear the thought of never seeing you again, okay?
I'm sorry. Have we called it a bad time?
Oh, God.
Have you finished?
Please. I have to go back.
Uh-huh. And why should I let you go back to England, sir? So you can vanish?
No.
Go into the wind?
No.
Then why, on God's earth, would I let you go home, Mr. Christopher Worrell?
Because the business, the financial. Because I have to go to school on Monday. Because I got maths and geography and double economics. It's what you do on Mondays when you're 60.
Well, as excuses go, I guess.
In there, date of birth. Go on.
But the October House Partnership.
That's the October House Partnership. That's the offices, the canteen, the car park. That's the October House Partnership. And this suit's got to go back to Horns. I told you I wasn't like other businessmen.
Good. For a moment there, I thought you were. I think there's something else you haven't told me, Mr. Christopher Worrell.
Yeah. I am so sorry.
I didn't mean that.
There isn't a job. I only did this because I love you. You know that.
Thank you.
Dear Brian, with reference to your agreement with one Gary Worrell of 14 Foxhill Crescent, Chester, England, I hereby testify that he is a precocious little hustler who got out of his depth. He had the chutzpah to create a salivating pack of people behind him
by making them think he had what they all wanted. And that's the reason why one day Gary Worrell will very probably run a company like this one. And why I, Harrison Kilray, project yes, he is worth $1 million. What a tragedy. I said pounds, not dollars. One cheeseburger, please.
Right,
I'll get it. I'll get it.
With fries.
With fries. Don't worry. This is being issued on the deal I get it back.
you'll get it back. I promise to pay the bearer.
No promises. I'm talking hard currency cinema tickets.
You'll get it back in cinema tickets. I'll take you. I'll pay.
When?
Well, as soon as I finish paying off that suit. Deal?
Deal.
Wait. Do you want this job or what?
Yeah. All right. Right. One cheeseburger with fries coming up.
Slow and easy is the name of the game. Your individuality is the path to fame. It's a way of succeeding that a head doesn't comprehend. The story of the tortoise and hare, a tale of hope and glory that I think we should share. Lend an ear to the message that the hare and the tortoise send. Now recognition, they come very slowly, not like a flash in the pan. For each step back, take two going forward, then you've done the best that you can. So take it slow and easy, that's the way it should go. The hare was very speedy and the tortoise was slow, but the hare lost momentum when he got to the final phase. Oh, see that the speed of the tortoise and you'll get glad in the end.
Right. Right. Essays. Symptoms of decline in the modern property market. Gary Worrell.